This episode of Catfish has been deleted from all of its libraries like it never existed. Why? Let me tell you. Today we're going to be talking about an episode of Catfish. Now, Catfish is constantly on reruns on MTV. I feel like MTV now, basically all they have going for them is Catfish and, let's put Jersey Shore in, every situation we can possibly think of. And that's MTV now. There's no music videos. They haven't been for a long time. Let's bring back TRL with Carson Daly. We need that in our lives right now. Now, I actually stumbled across this episode by mistake. I was actually doing research to write a script for another episode of Catfish starring Robert and Ashley, which is in Season 6, which I am still going to do a video on that, so stay tuned for that. But every time I would Google Ashley from Catfish, this story would pop up. And so enough times I was like, maybe I need to do a story about that one instead of the Robert and Ashley. Just push this one up a little bit. So I go on my Hulu to try to watch this episode. You can't find it. It's not there. It's like it skips that episode in the list of episodes. So I started thinking, why does MTV not want to show this episode? Now, I was able to purchase the episode on Amazon. I think it was $2.99. I bought the episode so that way I could at least watch it and see what all happens. Now, this episode was in Season 2. It aired originally August 27th, 2013. Now, Ashley's been talking to Mike for over 7 years, which is crazy because in this episode, she's 20 years old, so that means they've been talking since she was 13. Now, what would happen is Ashley would take a photo, she would doctor the photo, she would make herself look skinnier, make herself look thinner, and then she would send those photos to Mike. On the other side of that, we have kind of a double Catfish episode, where Mike was also using someone else's photos. So he had found this photo of this very fit guy, very much into shape, and he was sending those to Ashley. So they were both catfishing each other for over 7 years. Which is really sad to me that you talk to someone for over 7 years and you still can't be honest with them about your appearance, which is really sad to me. Ashley said there's lots of times that Mike wanted to meet up.
Has he repeatedly been like, when can we meet?
Yeah, we've talked, I think probably 3 or 4 times about meeting. Most of those times I got cold feet and I said, I don't want to do that. I'm not ready to do that.
With Nev and Max's help, they're actually able to get in contact with Mike and finally be able to set up a meeting with Mike and with Ashley after 7 years of talking online.
Bring her here and I'll meet her.
Okay, well, I'm obviously very happy to hear that.
This is happening right now.
Yeah, it is.
No, Lord.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh my God. Weird.
Now, this is the part of the episode that really, really, really made me mad when I watched it, because Ashley and Mike finally meet. Mike walks out. He's not the guy in the photos. We kind of knew that going in. He's not the guy in the photos, because over the 7 years, he'd only sent her a total of 3 pictures the whole time. Mike walks out. Like I said, he was not the appearance that Ashley would thought he was, but Mike couldn't have been a more nicer guy. Just a great, down-to-earth, would do anything possible for Ashley.
So just tell me, are you disappointed?
Yeah.
She's everything I could want, and seeing her in front of me, I think she's a beautiful girl, exactly physically what I'm attracted to, and feel like I can finally just move on and be myself, and I'm happy with everything, and hopefully she wants to be a part of it moving forward.
And she became very cold and standoffish with Mike, which is very, very sad because he just wanted Ashley to be happy. He didn't care. He understood. So the first meeting went horrible. Now, of course, Ashley takes a day to kind of think about this. And, she wakes up the next day kind of still feeling the same way, that she wants to leave it as friends.
What are your thoughts on the situation? Are you kind of where you were yesterday?
Yeah.
I just feel like you shut down so quickly, you didn't even give him a chance.
But I just didn't feel anything. When he walked out, it was like I didn't know who he was.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, man. We thought, since it's sort of all about you guys meeting and hanging out, we would just kind of let you do that.
Right.
How do you feel about the whole thing?
But right now, I don't think I can handle a relationship.
Makes me really mad because Yes, he was lying about his appearance, but so was Ashley. So, you're both lying about your appearance right now. But you can't deny the fact of the person behind the screen that was making you feel a certain way. So the episode ends, they go their separate ways. Now, on almost every episode of Catfish, they do kind of a update where they get in contact with the people on the show and kind of see where they are now, a couple months later. So they get in contact with Ashley. She lets them know that she did reach back out to Mike because she felt bad for the way she treated him, which rightfully so, she should have. This person was a part of your life for 7 years, and you 100% owe him that to reach out to him. Again, like I said, his looks, he was not the guy in the photos, but he wasn't a bad-looking guy. He was a good guy, great heart, great personality. You shouldn't have left him the way you did. But she reached back out to him to apologize and tell him that, she's sorry for the way she reacted, that she would like to work on a friendship, possibly more, moving forward. Sadly, they wouldn't have very long to do that. Because, like I said, this episode aired on August 27, 2013. On October 12, 2013, Mike was feeling ill at work. So he had texted some family members, he had texted his sister saying that he was feeling ill, he was going to leave and go to the hospital to kind of get some tests run. On the way to the hospital, Mike swerved off the road and hit a fence. Once the paramedics got to him, they rushed him to the hospital, but sadly, Mike passed away just 2 hours after the accident. They did an autopsy on him and actually determined that he'd had a blood clot that actually traveled up to his lungs and it had killed him. And that's what caused him to swerve off the road and wreck. Sadly, Mike was only 26 when he passed away. But, sadly, that's not where the story ends. In 2015, MTV did a catch-up episode where they catch up with some of the people that was on Catfish. Ashley reveals that, she's very saddened by Mike's passing, that they didn't have very long afterwards to kind of work on their friendship, that she's actually now in a drug rehab facility trying to get clean from drugs. Now, just less than 3 years after the passing of Mike, on April 30th, 2016, police officers respond to a call to Ashley's apartment. When they arrived, they found Ashley on the floor, several people around her trying to revive her. They tried to perform CPR on her, tried to revive her. Now, once the firefighters got there, they tried to use the safe drug because they realized that she had probably overdosed. There was a lot of drugs there. They tried to use the safe drug. No prevail. Sadly, Ashley was pronounced dead at the scene. April 30th, 2016, Ashley passed away. Sadly, very young. She was only 23. Now, they did an autopsy on her, and it came back that it wasn't overdose. Possibly heroin. Again, Ashley was only 23 whenever she passed away. Now, again, MTV does not air this along with all the other reruns they do. I think this missed a big opportunity by MTV. Because MTV reaches a generation of younger people. I think 100% they need to air this episode, and also to have a follow-up episode with this at the very end on how to reach out if you have a drug problem. If you're feeling a certain way with health conditions, to reach out for that. Because blood clots, honestly scary. You may not even know you have a blood clot and then just travel up to your lung and kill you. Very, very scary to think about. They could do an episode with these people and kind of tell the outcome of what happened and reach a generation. If you only reach one person that helps with this episode to kind of bring awareness to whatever issue they may be dealing with, it will 100% be worth it just to rerun this episode. But wholeheartedly, I think this episode needs to be put back into circulation with a little disclaimer at the very beginning and how to follow up and how to get help if you need to. But, of course, I'm curious to hear from you guys. Drop me a comment down below. What's your thoughts on this episode? It is very sad. It's a very sad episode to talk about. But I think it is something that needs to be talked about. But I do want to say, guys, I now offer channel membership. So if you'd like to become a channel member, the link will be down in the description. Some people are saying it's a little tricky to find. But what you do is you want to click the more. It will expand and have a description of the video for today. Click the little B for Brandon link, and it'll take you right to it. That's how we can sign up. Just like these awesome people, huge thank you to these people here. Help support me. Thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you guys. But lastly, on your way out, if you did enjoy today's video, give me a thumbs up on the video. If you're not a subscriber, you can quickly become one. Promise you, there'll be no one more grateful you become a subscriber than me. And then outside that, turn the little bell notification and select all. And then YouTube will send you a nice little notification whenever I upload a new video. But that's all I have for you guys today. Mom, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys. Hey, if you want to watch another video, click here. If you want to subscribe, click over here. As always, thanks for watching, guys.